I stutter. See where we're going. Okay, so today is World Book Day. Woo! Excellent,
Woohoo.
fantastic. One of our favourite days of the year at the library. And today we are celebrating with the wonderful local author and illustrator, JC Perry. So let's all give Joe a big wave. Hi, Joe.
Nice to
Are you
meet
all
you.
right this morning? Are you all right this afternoon? I said this morning then.
Yeah,
You
I'm
okay
good.
today?
I'm good.
Yeah,
Yeah, we've
good,
done
good.
the kids' homeschooling this morning, so they're sorted. They're entertained now.
Excellent. Okay, so some of you might remember Jo from our Halloween story time that she did with us back in October, where she read her book Tom's Zombie Nightmare, which was brilliant. And Jo has a new book out, which is available on Amazon, and it is called The Best Nest. It is about two birds that are competing to build the best nest. I read the book, I absolutely love it. It was really funny, it made me laugh, and it's a really heartwarming tale. And so today what we're going to do is we're going to have a little bit of a chat with Jo, and then she is going to show us how to draw some of the characters from her book, The Best Nest. Okay, so Jo, as World Book Day is all about our favourite books and sharing stories, can you tell us what your favourite story is from childhood?
I remember my parents reading to me when I was a kid, and my mum read me Princess and the Pea, which I loved. She read it over and over. And I remember my dad reading me Rumpelstiltskin. I really liked that because as soon as she knew his name, she had one over on him and she kept it quiet for a bit, kind of played with it. But you knew what was going to happen in the end because she knew his name. But the one that I wanted to show you was one that my teacher read to us when we were teenagers at school.
The
Rainbow Goblins. So I was quite a bit older when I saw this one for the first time. The one that she brought in, she was called Mrs. Tyndale Taylor, North Chadderton School, really good teacher. And the one she brought in was like a really large format version of this book. So you can imagine how large the pictures were. So it made a big impression on me because of the size of the book. And the illustrations were just beautiful. They were like full page illustrations. They started life as a big canvas, and then they were scanned in and put into the book. So the level of detail that you can see in there was just staggering. And and it was a good story. These little characters stole the colours from the rainbow and kind of drank it like juice. So it kind of explains how the rainbows became very careful, and they ended up not touching the floor because they knew that the goblins would get them. So it kind of explained a myth, So that was one of my favourites.
What I love about children's books especially is that they're so imaginative, and like they do create a lot of sort of memories that you attach to these books as well. Like I know for me, like I remember a lot of books that my parents read to me, and they're just like magical and take you to another world, and they can be so imaginative. So what inspired you to write your first book?
Well, I've been illustrating children's books for a while, other people's books, and I've been meaning to start my own book for a long time, but it's only since I've had children and I've been reading them stories every night, like a different story every night, that I thought, I could do one of these, because some of the books we've read have been absolutely brilliant stories. Some of the ones I feel like I've read them 1,000 times before in a slightly different format. And like, there's a scary monster, run away from the scary monster, and at the end it's scary monster just wants a hug. So I thought, I could maybe try something, just get my own story out, and I had some good ideas in my head of what I wanted to do. And I wanted to write a book for my daughter and a book for my son initially.
Lovely,
daughter Lorna's in the first book and my son Tom's in the second book. And the most recent one, neither of them are in, but they still liked it.
It is really funny. I loved it. So like, because you're an illustrator as well, do you ever like draw a character and then have you ever built a story around a character you've drawn, or do you do it the other way around? Do you come up with the story first and then draw the characters?
Well, the two books for my kids, I thought of the story first. The one for my son in particular was based nearly on 95% fact, which is insane when you think that there's a zombie in it, you know, Tommy zombie fact. But it was a kind of a truthful story because he was so into this zombie game. And I thought, what would happen if he played it so much it made him really scared and something scary happened? And I thought it might teach him a lesson to maybe not play on his games for so long. So I thought about it, got the story first, then I wrote it down, and then I illustrated. For the most recent book, the first thing that I thought of was these two arguing birds, and I just kind of pictured them in my head building bigger and bigger nests and competing like this, and the nests getting bigger and bigger, and that's the first thing I thought of. I thought that could be a good tale. What would happen if they got so big that they fell over, and then what would happen next? So then I thought of the rest of the story, and then I wrote it down.
Oh, brilliant.
And then illustrated.
For all our sort of budding artists and illustrators out there, what kind of materials do you like to work with? Do you prefer more digital, more hands-on? What do you prefer?
Well, the first book that I wrote for my daughter, I used watercolours. It was very painstaking, very annoying. It was nice when I got into it, but say if the doorbell rang or the phone rang in the middle of doing a sky, which you need to keep wet, by the time I came back to it, it had dried and there'd be a big line where I'd painted the rest of the sky. And it would take a long time to set the paints up. I might have a job because I've got a full-time job as an animator during the day, so I might do some of my day job. Come back to it, all my paints have dried and that kind of thing. So for the second book, I used my iPad Pro. So I've got my little Apple Pencil that I use on my iPad Pro. It felt very natural, as if I was just using a paintbrush or a pencil. I had an undo button, which was excellent. So any mistakes that I make, I just press undo. And after I've drawn it, if I want to change anything, I can pick it up and move it or shrink it after I've done it, so it's more editable, and I find it's quicker because I can just pick it up for 10 minutes, do a little bit of a drawing, put it away. I couldn't do that with watercolours. You have to set up your stall for the day and get stuff in. So I prefer my iPad Pro.
Brilliant. So do you have any favourite characters that you like to draw?
That I like to draw?
Yeah.
So I didn't catch that.
Any favourite characters?
From my own books?
Yeah.
I think I just like making new characters. There's no particular one character that I like to draw, but I do enjoy making a new character, and I like putting the expressions on the faces. There's one particular expression that makes my kids laugh from the new book. When you can't believe what the other one's built, and he's kind of really like, oh my God, look at that. So when I saw that, it made them laugh, and I enjoy thinking, how can I get that expression across? How can I go? His jaws literally on the floor, you know.
Oh, brilliant. Well, that takes us on to what we're going to do today, and that is going to get you to show us how to draw some of the characters from your book. So I'm going to do it along with you, and I hope that everybody watching is going to have a go. So I've got my pen here. Wrong way. I've got my pen. I've got my paper. And I'm going to hand over to you to show us how to draw some of these fabulous characters.
Okay, so the first one that we're going to draw is this bluebird here. You see he's kind of got his feathers are kind of in a fist, like, he's going to fight the other bird, and he's looking a bit cross. So we want to get that expression across. Okay. So just try and get in a good position so that you can see what I'm doing.
There we go.
Okay. So we're going to start off with a sort of carrot shape for the nose.
So we've got a carrot shape for the nose. Let's have a go at that. Okay. I think I've done it wrong already, but okay.
Don't worry, if you're using a pencil, just rub out, have another go. You know.
I've got felt tip with me today. I should have thought pencil.
Okay, just above the beak, we're going to draw two eyes together. Okay, so 2 nice large eyes. So there's one.
Okay, so 2 large eyes. So I've done 1. Yeah.
And slightly below that, because he's got his head tilted down, the other eye would be about there.
Okay, so just, okay, let's have a go at that one. Okay, so I've got my 2 eyes done. Yeah.
And he's a bit angry, so you want the eyelids to point down like this. Now, usually your eyebrows will point down, but he's not got eyebrows, so we're pointing the eyelids down instead.
Eyelids down. Okay, let's try that. Yep, he's looking very angry.
And you just want to fill in the eyes so he's looking somewhere.
Okay. Oh, yeah, he's a bit cross-eyed on mine.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay, so start drawing the head next. So you want to come out of the side of the eye up here and just sort of follow it round like this. Stop at the end, don't go all the way around.
Okay, so from the eye and down. Okay, yeah. Done that
and
one.
Then slightly below the other eye, sort of halfway across the other eye, you just want to go down to the beak. Don't go through the beak. And then just carry on the head there and stop.
Okay, so
the beak's on top, so you can't go through the beak.
Down to the beak, under the beak, and carry on down. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we're going to move on to his body. He's got quite a fat body. So we want to continue this line here and come around his bum. And just leave a little gap at the top, don't join it up.
Okay, so I'm going to have a go coming down, drawing his bum, and oops, and a bit of a gap. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Okay, so we're going to, in this gap here, we're going to have his other arm coming out.
Okay.
So if we draw that one first, and it's like a feathers but bunched up in a fist. So the first feather / finger wants to come out and then curl around like that. That's like the first finger.
So we're gonna...
I know birds don't have fingers, but it's like a collection of feathers.
Okay, so brought it out and then curled it round. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so we want finger number 2 just underneath.
And then curl it round. Yeah. Cool.
And the last finger at the bottom, just same again. It's like a kind of baked bean shape.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. That's my baked bean done.
Just kind of join it up back to the body again. So we just want a little line here.
Okay. Yeah, that's one fist. Yeah.
Okay. So the other one, let's just start about here and come around. So that's the top finger there.
Okay, let's have a look. So top finger. Yep. Got that one.
Another one just here.
Let's try that. Yeah.
And the third one down, you want to kind of just go a bit further with the line because it's actually the top of his wing there. So curling it all the way back up.
And then curl it back up. Yeah, done that one.
Okay. We've got some little tail feathers at the back. So we just want 1, 2, 3 tail feathers.
1, 2, 3. Yep.
And then at the bottom, we've got these long legs like this. Just draw the 2 lines for now.
Okay, so we've got our long legs. Okay.
Okay, and then very close to what you've just drawn, we want another 2 lines. That's the other side of his leg.
Okay, so another line close next to it. Okay.
Okay, and then 1, 2, 3 feet. Sorry, 3 toes on his feet.
3 toes.
Talons,
So
I should say, not toes.
2, 3.
And same again then for the other leg. Maybe just have that a little bit straighter, this leg.
Okay, let's try that so a little bit straighter. Okay, yeah.
And again, copy those 2 lines right next door to it, so you end up with a thin leg.
Okay, so thin leg. Okay. That's my second
just
leg.
add the 3 toes. I'm going to call them toes. 1, 2, 3.
Toes. So 1, 2, 3.
And just to make him a little bit grumpier, you can put a line on his beak, and at the end of the line, if you point it down, looks a bit
Alright, so
a bit grumpy.
down face. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's try that. Yeah.
Okay. That's
so
that
I'll
fella.
show that's my attempt. I don't think that's bad.
Not bad. Not bad. It looks very grumpy.
It looks grumpy. It looks like he's having a really angry dance, I think.
Could feature in Angry Birds, couldn't he?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so you can, if any kids watching, you can colour this in whenever you want, colour it in your own time. I'm going to move on to the owl next. So if you want to put that one to one side. So I'm going to draw this purple owl. Okay, he's got a little, we're going to draw a little circle on his belly because that can be a different colour. Okay. Okay. So again, we'll start off with the beak. So you want a carrot shape. And just leave a little gap before you get to the top.
Okay, carrot shape with a gap. Okay, yeah.
Okay, and we're going to draw the bottom of his beak now because he's got his mouth open, he's talking.
Okay.
So we're going to bring this line down, and there's going to be another carrot shape at the bottom, like that.
Okay, so bring that down, and another carrot shape. Okay.
Okay, inside that bottom part of the beak, you put another line just inside. That becomes like the inside of his beak, and you could colour that in red.
Okay, so another line inside his beak. Okay.
Okay, now we want 2 very big eyes, much bigger than the other birds. 1, 2.
So some very big eyes. Okay. Okay, so got my big eyes there.
Okay, and he's quite kind, this owl. So she's quite kind. It's a female eye.
As owls are.
So she's not cross. She's just got nice, gentle eyelids like this. She's not angry.
Okay. So I'll just draw my eyelids on.
And if you like, I like to extend that line into a little curl for long eyelashes. Makes it look a bit more feminine.
Yeah.
And you just want to colour the pupils in.
Okay, so I'm just going to draw my pupil. Dots. Okay.
Okay. On one side of the head, we're going to have a couple of little tufts of feathers sticking out. So we're going to come out here. There's tuft 1, tuft 2. And on the same thing on the other side, like a mirror image. Tuft 1, tuft 2, like that.
Okay, so I've got tuft 1 and then tuft 2. Yeah.
Okay. And if you can imagine that line continuing behind the eyes, you just kind of fill that line in there.
Okay. So I'll draw it now. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So we're just going to put a couple of little lines for the head, but don't draw the neck, just leave that open. So you want to come down here.
Okay, so we'll draw down way and then okay. Oops. Okay.
Okay, and then we're going to let's draw the arms next. So if we draw this one coming way out over here, like he's pointing, so that's his first finger, first set of feathers.
Okay. So draw pointing, first finger, yeah. Okay.
Okay, second feather down comes off that one.
Second feather down, yeah.
And there's the third one.
Okay, and the third one. Excellent.
Okay,
Yeah.
his other arm wants to come out here. This is part of his arm rather than his belly. So if I'll just carry on drawing, it'll make more sense. So there's one of his fingers. Like that.
Right, okay, so draw, come down with that one. And then if I draw finger 1, finger 2. Okay, yeah.
Okay. So we're going to draw the rest of his belly now. So you might want to just get a nice curve. You can just do a few dots like that and then do like dot to dot where you think it's going to go.
Right, okay.
So we're just going to go around there, drawing up the dots.
So I have it already in some dots first. Okay. I've already missed one of my dots. Never mind.
Don't worry. Just helps you plot out where you're going to put your line.
Yeah.
Okay. And he's got a little purple belly in the middle. So if you want to just lightly draw a circle in the middle, that can be a different colour to the rest of his body. Her body, I should say.
Okay.
Okay, she's got much shorter legs than the other bird, so we're just going to do 2 curved lines right next to each other.
Okay.
Like that.
Got 2 curved lines, yeah. Okay.
Okay. And come right down to the bottom and draw the first toe.
Go down and join the first toe. Okay.
Toe number 2. Toe number 3.
So number 2 and number 3. Got very big feet, mine.
Well, it's quite a big bird, needs big feet, really. Probably too small, might fall over on my feet. And same again on the other side. So a nice curved leg.
Okay.
And you can copy the other foot pretty much.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got 3 toes. Yeah.
Okay.
Brilliant.
And if you want to add more detail when you're colouring him in, you can add little
Some like little lines.
Little lines with like scaly legs.
Oh, brilliant. I'll show you. This one, I think my last one was probably better than this one. It went a bit wonky. So that's with massive,
it's
massive
lovely.
feet.
I like the feet, actually. They're lovely.
It's got like big floppy feet. Less
Yeah.
owly, more ottery, I don't know.
I like
What animals
it.
have
I
big
like
feet?
it.
Oh, well, thank you very much, Joe. That was brilliant. I really enjoyed that. That was actually really relaxing to do. So
I'm glad you
thank you.
enjoyed it.
Thank you very much for joining us today.
One little tip, when you
Oh,
come to colour it in, I don't
yeah.
know if you can see the little grey lines on his eyes, on the
Oh,
eyes.
yeah, yeah.
They just make the eyes look a bit rounder, bit of shading on the eyes.
Yes, bit of shading
Makes
on
it
there,
pop
yeah.
a bit more.
I might have a go at colouring in mine after and share it and see what people think. But yeah, that was fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I really enjoyed that.
Good.
Just to everybody at home, if you would love to see what you drew today, so if you want to take a picture of it and DM us on Facebook, I'm going to share everything with Jo as well, so she can have a good look at what we get. We also have a competition going on for World Book Day. Jo's kindly signing some of her books for us as prizes. And to enter the competition, what you need to do is have a go at creating your very own best nest. So you can make it out of whatever you have at home, anything that you want to. And again, just send us a picture of your best nest and you'll be entered into the competition. The closing date is the 12th of March. And you can win a signed copy of Jo's new book, The Best Nest, which is available on Amazon. So, yeah.
And it can be as silly as you like. It can be as silly as you like.
Yeah, sillier the better.
What would you put in your nest if you were a bird?
Yeah. I'm just trying to think what I'd do if I did it. I like a luxury kind of. I'd put like a jacuzzi in there maybe. What do you think? I'd like a jacuzzi.
Yeah.
I think.
Foot massager.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Ice cream parlour.
That'd be nice.
Maybe I'm hungry. Yeah. Yeah. I might have a go myself. Okay, so thank you so much for joining us today, Jo. It's been brilliant and it's been wonderful to have you with us today. And happy World Book Day, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thanks for having me.
Thank
You've
you.
had fun drawing.
Definitely. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye. Thank you.